March 11th, 1944. Over the North Sea at 5:42. High above the water, the sky is sealed shut by a single slab of gray. There is no sun to chase, no horizon to follow, only a dull, colorless light pressing down on everything below. At 30,000 feet, bomber contrails stretch across the emptiness like rouleau-straight scars, drawn patiently by machines that do not question where they are going. Lieutenant Arthur Kell sits forward in the cockpit of his B-17, shoulders tight against the narrow frame, ice feathers along the edges of the canopy, creeping slowly as if the cold itself is thinking. The aircraft gives a low metallic groan as it settles into altitude. Inside, the air bites dry, thin, sharp enough to taste. 40 below. 0. His oxygen mask hisses softly with each breath, steady and controlled. Then something falters. The oxygen gauge shivers, just a twitch. At first, the needle dips, hesitates, rises again, never quite settling. Kell feels it before he trusts the instrumenta. Pressure behind his eyes, a dull tension spreading across his temples. He taps the glass once. Frost clouds it briefly. The reading does not change. The engines below continue their work without concern. 4 power plants, turning fuel into motion, their rhythm traveling through the seat, into bone and muscle. Each vibration carries distance, weight, and time forward together. Outside, the formation holds 12 bombers locked into position, spaced with mathematical care. An airborne system built on alignment. Lose one aircraft, and the geometry weakens. Orders are simple: stay in place. Kell scans ahead. The contrail bends downward, slipping toward the cloud layer. Someone up there is losing altitude. Somewhere, discipline has cracked. He checks his panel again. Oxygen pressure is slipping. Slowly, quietly. At this height, warning comes late. The co-pilot watches him. Waiting, no one speaks. The radio murmurs with clipped voices headings, fuel numbers, confirmations language stripped of emotion. Just process. Kell knows the manual by heart. Oxygen systems are not adjusted in flight. They are designed to regulate themselves. Men are expected to trust them. But the sound in the hose is thinning. His vision darkens at the edges. He pauses only a moment before reaching down. The wrench is wrapped in cloth, cold enough to burn through gloves. He turns it barely at all. The airflow surges strong, clean, then collapses again. The needle drops into the danger zone. Ice shears free from the wing and spins away into the cloud below. For a few seconds, everything balances. Engines steady, instruments glowing. Breath returns in shallow pulses. Kell holds formation, eyes fixed on the faint lights of the lead aircraft. Minutes later, oxygen pressure stabilizes just long enough to finish the climb. The fault corrects itself or pretends to. He does not move. No report is filed. No radio call made. The mission log will show nothing unusual. Maintenance will list it as an irregularity. Official records will state the formation remained intact. B definition. The system worked. The convoy presses on through cloud and flak, through calculations of fuel and distance. But over that gray sea, one quiet adjustment decided whether a man stayed conscious or vanished without notice. Would you have acted before the war? Arthur Kell worked on the ground. In a Manchester textile mill, where the air was thick with fibers and the machines never slept, looms thundered endlessly, metal striking metal in perfect repetition. There, he learned patience, precision, silence. He kept pressure balanced so thread would not snap. Valves tuned so flow stayed even. His foreman claimed Kell could hear failure before it happened. He would stop, listen, and find the faults without looking. Otters talked. He counted cycles. When war came, he enlisted as a mechanic. An instructor noticed how quickly he dismantled engines faster than conversation. Soon, he was flying them. His crewmates called him the man who understood machines better than people. He treated equipment with ritual care, cleaned parts until nothing remained but function. Calm was not his personality. It was his discipline. During training, he memorized the oxygen system by touch. Valves, seams, pressure points. At night, while others slept or played cards, he repeated numbers in his head like prayer. He believed machines always warned before they failed. The question was whether anyone listened. That morning over the North Sea, the warning returned not loud, not dramatic, just slightly wrong. And that was enough.